Come with me if you want to live.
I am excited for today's back day. That is an understatement. It is going to be a menace ass back day, and I am beyond hyped. I am going to do quite a bit of exercises today, including rack pulls. And these are going to be some low range of motion, high up fucking rack pulls. So maybe I'm lifting the bar 5 inches at the most. Not a lot whatsoever. I'm not focusing on, well, I need to focus on the way down a little bit, because once you get past a certain weight, if you just drop that bitch, the bar is going to break. So I'm focusing on getting it up. I'm working my stabilizers. I'm working my erectors. And I'm fucking working my lats, because when I get to the top, I'm going to squeeze the fuck out of my back. I'm going for hopefully a heavy double. This is going to be my heavy compound of the day. Maybe I'll do 2 sets, but I want to lift some heavy fucking weight. But besides that, I'm going to do some other exercises today. Last back day, I came across the Rich Piana cable row. It's kind of, you got cables on the outside like you're going to do this, but you go on your knees and you do these. If you watch my last video, you'll see me do them. I'm going to hit those again today. I have fallen in love with this exercise. It hits your lats like no other. He said that in his video, and it's true. It is just such an insane exercise. So I might do that as a finisher today. I'm also going to be doing some Smith machine rows, just really focusing on squeezing my lats. Last back day, I went pretty heavy on deadlift. So today, I'm kind of focusing more on form. I'm focusing more going to failure and beyond. I'll have people spot me and whatnot when necessary. But besides that, I'm going to be starting with some lat pull downs, going into pullovers. You guys know I love pullovers. And then we'll get into that heavy compound of the rack pull, getting up fucking heavy. I am so excited. You know I'm going to be rocking the Menace Physique pump cover, because today is not the day to be fucking average. Today is the day to be a fucking menace. After that, I'm going to move into my Smith machine rows. And after those, I'm going to do some sort of single arm movement. I did cable single arm last back day, and I really liked that. But it's always good to switch up. So I'm thinking today I'll do some type of machine row, and I'll superset that with a heavy dumbbell single arm row. Those are usually a pretty reliable superset. Afterwards, I'll move into some form of cable row to hit those lower lats, and then finish out with some assisted pull-ups and maybe some more pullovers. Again, big pullover fan. And pull-ups, those just help widen out your back a little bit. I did my posing practice earlier today, but I'll still hit a few after the lift. And yeah, it's always great to talk through your lift, even if there's no one there. Just talk to yourself. Talk about what you're going to do, so you can establish in your mind your game plan. You know what you're getting into, and there's not going to be any surprises. I would also suggest establishing some sort of fallback exercises. Like, let's say, okay, I really want to do Smith machine rows, but there's only one Smith machine. There's not, but let's say there's only one Smith machine. Smith machine is taken. Well, shit, what am I going to do now? Am I going to stand around for 4 or 5 minutes? Fuck no, that's going to ruin my lift. Okay, Smith machine is taken. Not going to freak out. I'm just going to go and do a machine row. Right? So it's always nice to have an exercise like that to fall back on, just so you're not wasting time standing around halfway through your lift, because that will throw you off and that will demotivate you. But anyway, with that being said, I suppose I got 1 meal left and I'm going to head to the gym, so I guess I will be seeing you guys in there. All right, here we are in the gym, starting off with some lat pull downs. You can see I got the bar facing upside down. I like it a lot better like this. If you watch my videos, you know this is how I always do it. I feel a lot better control over the weight and more engagement in my back. Whenever I do the wider grip, I kind of just lose that back engagement. I don't know what it is about lat pull downs. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I know that they are extremely beneficial for widening out your back. So I always start with them or some sort of pull-up. I also made sure to stretch out my back beforehand, grabbing the lat pull down bar, putting like maybe 50, 70 pounds on, and doing sort of a pullover, just super stretching out my back there, getting ready for the lift, getting that engagement. Here we go. First one, super easy. Got 7 plates on there, I believe. They're moving easy. I'm making sure to only be lifting with my back, which I notice the heavier I get, it gets a little tricky. That's because your traps want to take over. It's a really good position for shrugs, but you can see the bar is bending like a motherfucker. So I decided to lower the weight down to 5 plates. I was hoping to get up to like 8 or 9 plates for these, but I didn't want to break the bar. I like the gym, and I don't want them to be mad at me. So I went down to 5, and I just repped this out. Every single rep, you're pulling your shoulder blades back, and honestly, with a lighter weight, you can feel it a bit more. I feel it the most if I'm just using like 1 plate, but you need some resistance, so I fucking slapped 5 on there. Every single rep, just squeezing the fuck out of your back. You're not going to feel much of a stretch with this, unless you round your back, which I wouldn't recommend. But this exercise, just really focusing on that squeeze. This is also a great exercise if you want to build your deadlift strength overall. I would recommend this and deadlift negatives, but this helps with that top of the deadlift movement, and it just gives you that little edge over the lift. So next, like I said, going into some Smith machine rows, starting off with 2 plates here. I like Smith machine rows, I like barbell rows, I like all sorts of rows. I'm doing reverse grip, again, really just trying to get that engagement over the lats. Honestly, this whole lift, I wasn't feeling it a ton, but I think that's because my lack of carbs and my calorie depletion being on prep is finally catching up with me. My friend, who you can see in the background kind of, you can see his head, he's drinking some water right now. He said it was a fantastic lift, so take his word for it, not mine. This is my usual back day, and I am always sore. And I'm recording this the day after, I'm still sore. But yeah, I didn't get a huge amount of engagement, and I didn't have that much energy either going into the lift. I think that's just, again, calorie deficit finally catching up with me. But doing a little drop set on these, every single rep, you want to squeeze at the top, really try to build those lats, and get that good stretch at the bottom. For any exercise that has a stretch, I would always use the analogy of your lats are like a set of curtains in a theater, you know? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like big red curtains. And when you're stretching out, the curtains are opening up. Here we go. This is the lat pull down machine. I put a cable attachment on this. One of my friends told me to try this out. Dude, this is killer. The amount of engagement I got on this was actually insane. I would highly recommend this exercise. I supersetted this with single arm dumbbell rows. Great superset. Absolutely loved it. Then finish out the lift. You know I got to hit those rich piano flies. I don't know if that's the best name for them. Maybe 5% flies. Yeah, no, that totally sounds better. 5% flies. Just hitting those outer lats. Making sure to pinch them every rep. Dude, what a good exercise. And it's just a fun one to do as well. But anyway, this is my back day. I threw a couple extra exercises in as well that I didn't record, like chin-ups and pullovers and all that good stuff. But if you want a big back and you want to fucking build some wings, I would highly recommend you try out this back day. This is about 9 weeks out for me. No posing in this video today, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for making it to the end. You guys are awesome. You're the best, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Thank you.